Thursday, the 6th of August 2013, our first League Cup game since 1988, and it's away at Brighton. And it's a big team, it's a big stadium. Team that nearly got into the Premiership last year, and that's what football league promotion brings to you. You know, opportunities like this, you know, to play at big clubs, you know, to get drawn big clubs in the cups. You know, the excitement of the draw. You know, I mean, we got to get through a qualifying round against a non-league team to get to this type of thing. But then, you know, this is a Championship team. Now, it's the biggest team that we've played for years. So, well, since the Blackpool days, to be honest with you. So, yeah, we're all looking forward to this one. The sun's come back out for the occasion. And I can just see out in the distance here that the buses that way are going on are arriving, and like the usual, where I would usually be with the Riverside Tavern, we're going to be going with the supporters club this time, because the tavern ain't running the bus. So, new experience with the new people. Okay, so we've made it to Reading Services in one piece. Fair play. These people must be sick of the sight of us, because we're here all the time, literally. I've got Howard with me, looking as beautiful as he always does.
I know. How are you, everybody?
Are you really expecting them to answer that?
I am, yeah. I think I am.
We'll go to his Facebook's page and answer that then. Anyway, serious matter now. We're pretty close to Brighton. I'd say we are about an hour and a half to 2 hours at the max away. Probably not even that. Hour and a half, I'd say. And we're looking like there's going to be 700 of us coming down. And it's like, you know, we're going to a big stadium there. We're going, you know, Brighton weren't a massive team not that long ago, but they're one of these teams that have just grown very, very quickly. A famous manager has just left them, Gus Poyet. They got someone who's at Barcelona as their manager now. Nearly made the Premier League last year, and fair play to them. They got a good fan base, and I'm hoping that they fill their allocation, because we've certainly filled ours. So I'm gonna grab a couple of interviews with a couple of people, because I'm dying to know what everybody else thinks about this occasion, because it's massive. Right, we're not far from Brighton now. There's H. Say hello, H.
Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. See you, nice.
Well, it's nice that you're saying things and not actually asking questions that you know are not going to be answered now.
Right.
Anyway, basically we've been watching the DVD, the new one, for the whole season, and just watching over the games like I was promoted last year has been pretty great, to be honest with you. And I mean, we're close to Brighton, and just looking at the grounds that we've been playing at as well, and looking, you know, thinking we're going to be playing at bigger grounds and in front of better crowds. And when we're at home, we're going to have bigger crowds as well. The whole occasion is going to be so much bigger. Yeah, it just opens your eyes a bit, you know. It's pretty damn special. And I know you're seeing my ugly mug for this entire vlog so far, but I will get more people other than me and this handsome.
Hello.
H, tell me about your hip.
My hip, yeah, it's doing well. I'm going to have a hip replacement soon. I'm going to see the doctor about it, but it's doing well. Yeah, well, I'm doing well.
So, Daddy H's hip is on the mend, apparently. Apparently it started going back in the Boer War, like, you know.
Yeah. Cheeky bastard.
Apparently. But, no, we're having a good trip so far, and it's been a nice quiet trip, which is something I'm not really used to. I'm usually with the Riverside Tavern, who we're not doing a bus. But thankfully, the supporters club, thank you Jeff, thank you Bob, have been kind enough to let us go with them. So yeah, fair play. I mean, we're only on our way at the moment. How good the trip is going to turn out is going to define itself now on the result at the end of the night. And to be honest with you, if we lose, there's no real shame in it. If we get stuffed, then it wouldn't be nice. But then if we give them a good game, you know, and lose, then, you know, it's still going to be a good trip, because it's going to be a big occasion. You know, I mean, we're playing a big club at a big stadium, and as I mentioned earlier, getting promoted back into the Football League is going to present us with these types of occasions. But if we can pull off a giant killing, I mean, that's just going to just add to the growing list of great things that's out at this club right now. So fingers crossed we can go down there and do something, at least, at the very least, make a good account of ourselves, because, you know, we're a fantastic club. We've got some fantastic fans. About 700 of us apparently are coming down. and we have got a very talented team right now, so make a good account and show the Football League what we're all about. And this is the Amex Stadium, and wow, it looks absolutely beautiful, and this is what we can look forward to, coming to stadiums like this. Quality. One of my blog regulars, Tom Tremaine, always been a good person to have on board. So Tom, we're at the Amex Stadium. How great is this?
It's amazing. It's a really nice stadium. It's one of the best I've seen Kenny playing. Apart from Wembley, of course.
It was some sight on the way in, wasn't it? It looks a structural bit of genius, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me when the first time I went to Darlington. That was quite a sight, you know.
Yeah.
It could be the same sort of stadium, hopefully a better atmosphere, you know.
Excellent. So for you, is this just like a token of what it means to be in the Football League now with Newport County?
I guess so. I mean, playing in the League Cup, yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's a competition we haven't played in since 1988, I think it is. So.
That's a good thing about this competition. It's not valued by the Premier League teams, but for teams like us, I mean, it's a chance to come to stadiums like this. Would you agree?
Definitely. It's like the FA Trophy for us. Like obviously before we got to the FA Trophy final, this is the same sort of thing, but for league clubs. You know, it's a chance for teams like in League 2 and League 1 to try and, you know, to progress as far as they can in the competition and hopefully play bigger teams, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad this means a lot to you, mate. I'm sure it means a lot to everybody else. Thanks very much for your time. As always. Cheers, Tom. Tin tin. White, he's the manager of our club shop. Mick, a fantastic occasion for us county fans to come to a stadium like this. How did you feel for yourself?
Well, as I walked down the steps, I thought this is like going back to Wembley again on a mini scale. Fantastic stadium. Can't wait to get inside.
Like I said to Tom just now, it was some sight on the way in. It was some sight, wasn't it?
Oh, incredible. Incredible.
So do you think we stand a chance tonight then?
Well, obviously, I mean, as long as we come up and perform, it's just a day out, and I hope the county do well. If we win, it'll be an absolute bonus.
A potential danger man. Who do you think it is?
All 11 players. I mean, they're a championship side.
Yeah. Fantastic squad we've got, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, thanks for your time, mate. I appreciate that.
Pleasure.
Cheers. Okay, thanks. Okay, and guys, it's half time. We're 1-0 down, but we're playing pretty well. It's very much a 50-50 game, but then they're looking like they're catching us. They're catching us when they're in their attack. No, I mean, there's no one individually that's standing out for us except for the defenders. Defenders are playing quite well at the moment. I know we've let that one go in, but I don't know. I mean, the second half has got a lot to live up to now, so the County boys are playing towards us now, second half, so that might fire them up to get a couple of goals, so fingers crossed. We'll try and put it back. There's only one goal in it now, so come on. We did it, we fucking beat him and all. But before I go on about how great that was, Byron Anthony's got himself injured and it looks like it's bad. I'm hearing a broken leg. And I tell you something now, I feel absolutely devastated for him. And he was supposed to be playing a massive part in this season. We're going to miss him sorely. And let's hope that he comes back quicker than what people would expect him to, because that just overshadows it. But tonight, that just shows how far we've come. We have just knocked a team that was 2 games away from the Premier League out of the League Cup. Back with a bang. Let's see if I can get the thoughts of a few other people before the night is over. Still early days though. Nice one. He's going to sum this up for us now. Go on.
Greatest ever result since we returned from the Ashes in '89. Best result ever for me.
Excellent. Who were you happy for? Which player stood out for you in that game?
Worley and Chapman, definitely. I think that Worley threw himself in front of everything, and I think Chapman controlled the midfield against some like top quality players, even Premiership quality players. I thought but them two really stood out. But everyone that put an amber shirt on tonight had a good game.
Excellent. But what about Danny Crowe? He doesn't score many goals, but 2 tonight. That's a bit of a surprise, but what do you think?
Well, hopefully that'll silence his critics. 2 great finishes tonight.
Fantastic.
Reminded me of the ones at Barrow last season.
Excellent. Thanks a lot for that, mate.
No problem,
Much
mate.
appreciated. Cheers. So how was everybody else's head today? Mine's not great, but it was worth every frigging second of it, that'll be honest with you. We can't put words on something like that. We just get promoted into the Football League and we're already giant killing in the Cup, and it's fantastic, you know. For me, one of the best away trips, right up there with Hereford, right up there with Wembley as well. It was great, absolutely great. I was buzzing there for Northampton. You know, I think we can go there and get something for certain. So we're making a real account of ourselves and dismissing claims of others that we don't deserve to be here. Well, we've certainly come back with a bang and proved that we do deserve to be here. Mega gutted though for Byron Anthony. He's a fantastic bloke. He's a fantastic player, and he is a very, very important part of our defence. So to lose him this early is gutting. Just gutting for him in general, to be honest. It's a shame, really. Brighton fans, seemingly a good bunch of people, booing him off. I mean, just because, you know, their player got sent off because he was late. It's as simple as that. Byron takes the ball, their player's late on him and breaks his leg, and he gets a red card. On their forums, they're moaning about it. Oh, there was never a red card. Basically, get over it. It was a red card. He broke our player's leg, a very important player of ours leg. And ultimately, your player deserved the red card, and then we deserved to win the game. We defended better, and we took our chances better. You had a lot of chances, Brighton, but your firepower was just a bit too weak for you on this particular night. And you've got to give it to Danny Crowe and Connor Washington. They took their goals very, very well. I've also got to mention that the fact we had 3 forward players on, we took 2 off and swapped with another 2, and that's where our goals came from. Whereas the ones who were on beforehand, like Zabrowski, that's where our goals came from on Saturday. So for me, we got a good rotation of strikers that can either win you games straight from the off or come on and win them for you. So I think there's going to be a lot of importance put on our firepower this year. Our defence is going to be important, but now losing Byron Anthony, I hope we can maybe get a loan player in to cover it, and hopefully we've got the budget for that. But I suppose time will tell with that one. Still waiting to hear how long he's going to be out for. If he's lucky, it's not going to be as long as a whole season. But then if not, we need to start making plans to replace him for now. But then, as far as I'm concerned, even when he comes back, it's still that spot is only going to be temporarily filled. That spot will be his when he gets back, without shadow of a doubt. But well, I'm not going to bang on too much longer now. I haven't got a great deal of energy. I got just a little bit tipsy last night, as you do. I wanted more interviews after the game. Obviously, there's a lot of happy people around, but unfortunately, my phone died. These things happen. But yeah, for everyone who made the trip, well done. For those who couldn't make the trip, unlucky, you miss a good one. But hey, I'm sure there's plenty more good ones to come. The draw's tomorrow morning, and personally, Liverpool or Newcastle or Cardiff away for me. Happy days. Happy days.